All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol NOK, Nokia. Before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow, and to all the subscribers, welcome back. I do want to quickly announce to every single investor to stay tuned till the end of this video because I have a new ticker symbol you won't want to miss. You definitely want to add this to your watch list if you haven't already. And if you've seen my previous videos 2 weeks ago, and even up to a month ago, you would have probably seen this one already. So we're going to reiterate it. We're going to look over it. We're going to see how the chart is doing. And for all new viewers, this is a new ticker symbol that you definitely want to have on your watch list if you don't have it already. So stay tuned for that. So, NOK, what a run, right? It was running slightly back here at around the beginning of the week, ran up, slightly dipped, leveled off, and now it ran to new highs. I mean, it ran all the way up to $8.80. Some wild stuff, and leveled off back at $6.77. Now, the first thing I want to ask every single investor, which I never thought I would really do a chart analysis on NOK, because this company, yes, the 5G sector and all the hype, and then also trying to grow and go in the process of having some potential in the near future, but it's been really slow, right? We've been seeing it moving really slow. It had a dip back here in October, and it's just ran up. What I want to ask every single investor is, who had a Nokia for their first time as their phone? I mean, I remember it being my first phone, and if Nokia can do something with this type of volume and use some offering or do something, I mean, they're going to be able to load up on cash and maybe innovate, right? Because they kind of stayed behind. They were a big deal back in the day. So I want to ask every single investor who remembers the Nokia phones, who had one as their first phone. I mean, that was my first phone, and those things were unbreakable, man. But enough about that. Let's talk about this chart. And another thing I want to point out is the type of volume that we're having here. This is some wild stuff. So Naked Brand Group had 2.1 billion in volume. I mean, these are numbers unheard of and unseen when it comes to trading volume in a while. 1.2 billion for AMC, Nokia, Sundial Growers, I mean, Castor Maritime, right? Express, BlackBerry, this is Genius Brands. This type of volume is wild, but from Sundial Growers all the way up, which is the top four, man, that's some insane volume. So much trading going on all at once. Now, of course, their price points aren't wild numbers either. It's nothing too crazy, but that is still a lot of volume for a ticker symbol to be traded. I mean, I can imagine Naked Brand, it was below $1 and it's reached above $1 to reach 2 billion, but $20 and even $7, that's a lot of volume there when you think about it. So let's go ahead and see here what's going on, and I want every single investor to go ahead and stay tuned for this, because a lot of people are saying all of these are getting short squeezed, and that's why they're running. And Nokia, a lot of people are still feeling bullish. I want to see your guys' comments too about that as well. How bullish are you feeling about Nokia right now? Do you think this is just leveling off to take off again, or we can start to see this pull back because it had a lot of volatility today? Or do you think it can continue leading until tomorrow? So that's a big deal there that I want to see what investors are feeling and how they feel. But let's talk about the points that need to be broken through. So the first thing is the 50-day moving average. That's 538. If 538 gets broken through, we're going to end up in bearish territory. So I want every single investor to be aware that 538 gets broken through, we're in bearish territory. As long as we're above it, we're in bullish territory. We're currently at 675. Highest point reached up here was 880, 881, give or take. That definitely needs to be broken through so this can skyrocket to newer highs and new resistance levels. But let's talk about our support down here that I really want every single investor to be aware of. 601. If that gets broken through, we're still in bullish territory above the 50-day moving average, but you definitely want to see the behavior between 601 and the 50-day moving average to see if the bulls are trying to reappear and bring it back up, or are the bears tearing this one down. Super important to keep that in mind, okay? I want every single investor to keep that in mind and pay close attention to that. and how this is behaving within those areas. Now, on the other end, we have resistance levels that the bulls have to break through. There's two that I find important here. The first one is 725. That lets us know the momentum is working its way up. But to go ahead and give us a little bit of more confirmation, up here at 777, super important resistance level to break through so this can continue the momentum, reach newer highs, new resistance levels, and pull further away from the 50-day moving average. And if 777 can be turned into a support, the bulls could be on their way up to newer highs and new resistance levels to then break through 880, 881, give or take, to reach newer resistance levels, getting deeper into bullish territory and getting further away from the 50-day moving average in the upward direction. So I want every single investor to keep that in mind. I look forward to seeing your guys' comments about those of you that had a Nokia as your first phone, or you had it as a phone at some point. Hit the like button if you liked this video and found it helpful and informative. And I look forward to seeing investor sentiment on how bullish people are feeling and investors are feeling about this one, because it had a run, it pulled back, it's leveled off, and could it continue? That's the big question. So we definitely want to stay tuned for that. Tomorrow, we're going to see how it works out, but pay close attention to these cues so that you're better equipped for tomorrow's trading day. As always, if you're a first-time viewer and investor coming across the channel and you feel inclined to subscribe, do so, and don't forget to click on the bell so that you don't miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Stay tuned till the end because I have a ticker symbol you definitely want to add to your watch list and keep it on your radar. So for everyone that has stayed to this point in the video, I definitely want every single investor to be aware of the fact that the ticker symbol I'm about to share, I've talked about it before. The link has been below in every single video in the description, and I'm going to retouch base on it, and I believe it's a ticker symbol every single investor in the near future should have on their watch list, whether it's after watching this video or focusing on other stocks or just adding it to your watch list and keeping it on your radar. You definitely want to have this one right there. You're watching its movement, watching its behavior, and you definitely want to do research on it. I've talked about it before. This ticker symbol is WBA. I'm here to retouch base on it because Walgreens Boots Alliance Inc. has had a slight pullback, but it's showing healthy signs of growth. If you look at the video when I did it, it was way back here around $42, $41 and some change. I don't really remember just yet where it was at, but it's down below. The description down below has the link. You'll definitely want to see that video to get a better understanding of my theory, my analysis, and what I'm seeing overall in the chart, because I go all the way back to the year 2000, all the way leading until now. And for now, it's looking like it's having some type of effect on the positive side. And then also some of the new news, I went ahead and pinned the comment, the first comment down below in the comment section of that video, the one down below in the description. And I'm talking about some of the growth expansions that WBA is having moving forward. Like, it's really expanding and it's partnering up with others. So you definitely want to see why the reasoning behind this has potential, and you definitely wanted to have it on your radar. So we talked about it back here around $41, $42. It grew all the way up to $49, slight pullback. And this was a time to reconsider if this was the time you wanted to get in, if you haven't already. And if you were already in, you were going to see it as an opportunity. There's always two ways to look at a stock when it's going down, depending on what your end goal is and where you're trying to see this go and how much more potential you see. So opportunity to get out and say goodbye to the stock or put it back on your watch list, or opportunity to get in with more or for the first time. And here we are seeing it run up again. It hit highs of 55. That was pretty volatile for Walgreens, but it hit a high here of about 53, brought itself back down, and it's consolidating right now at 51. So far, it's holding itself up nicely from $46. Is there potential for this to continue to work its way up? Certainly. And with all the news on vaccine rollouts and the goals of the new administration, that's just going to benefit Walgreens tremendously. So if you want a full thorough analysis on everything that I talked about back when I found out that this was an opportunity to have on your watch list and watch closely and keep it on your radar, because I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold, but I am here to enlighten every single investor. Go down below in the description. In that link, you'll see it. It says the Walgreens must add to your watch list, and it has the potential to 2x your money. And the reason why I say that is based off the history of the chart and moving forward, the potential that Walgreens is having. I mean, it's partnering up to the point that it's even going to have clinics, according to articles and information on what they're doing and rolling out moving forward, plus vaccine hopes, vaccine revenue, market share, and so forth. And they're usually administering vaccines, right? So Walgreens has that. And then there's a whole nother theory that you definitely want to tune in on, because I go ahead and break it down. I could be completely wrong or completely correct, but I highly encourage you guys to check out everything that I have to say about it. And I look forward to seeing your guys' comments down below in the comment section about that video, either here or on that video, on how you feel about what I see and what we're seeing already, how the chart has moved. So definitely add this to your watch list and keep it on your radar if you have not already. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.